Many gardeners know the frustration. One day your cabbages are thriving. The next, they're riddled with holes, your beans crawling with aphids. We reach for chemical sprays, hoping for a quick fix, but the pests always seem to return. This cycle can make gardening feel like a battle you can't win. But what if there's another way? Imagine a garden, lush and productive, never touched by chemical pesticides. This is the reality in many Amish communities, where generations have grown abundant food without modern chemicals. Their secret isn't a single trick, it's a philosophy. They see the garden as a community to nurture, not a battlefield to conquer. A healthy garden, like a healthy body, can largely care for itself. The Amish approach is about prevention, not reaction, creating a balanced system where major problems rarely take hold. The gardener becomes a conductor, orchestrating plants, insects, and soil in harmony. This method is sustainable, low stress, and deeply rewarding. It invites us to slow down, observe, and understand the root causes of pest problems. By asking why pests appear, we shift from being controllers to being ecologists. We begin to see the intricate web of life in our gardens. This shift transforms gardening from conflict to cooperation, a sanctuary for both people and wildlife. The Amish way offers timeless wisdom for anyone seeking a more peaceful, productive garden. At the heart of Amish gardening is Gelassenheit, a quiet surrender and deep patience. In the garden, this means respecting nature's order and accepting you're not in total control. Pests aren't enemies to be wiped out, but signals that something's out of balance. Instead of reacting with sprays, the Amish gardener asks, why are the pests here? Are the plants weak? Is there a lack of natural predators? The goal is to restore balance, not eradicate pests. Prevention is key. Building resilient soil, choosing the right plant combinations, and encouraging diversity. A strong, healthy garden is its own best defense. This approach values observation and patience, focusing on long-term health over short-term perfection. The aim isn't a flawless harvest, but a balanced system that feeds both family and wildlife. It's a peaceful, nourishing way to grow, one that sustains both body and spirit. The Amish know healthy plants start with healthy soil. Soil isn't just dirt, it's a living community of microorganisms that feed and protect plants. Instead of chemical fertilizers, they use composted manure and organic matter to build rich, living soil. This patient investment pays off. Strong plants resist pests naturally. Scientific studies confirm that plants in biologically active soil are less attractive to pests. Healthy plants have thicker cell walls and natural defenses. Stressed plants send out signals that attract pests. By focusing on soil health, Amish gardeners prevent problems before they start. Start a compost pile, add manure and leaves, and let the soil do the work. Well-nourished plants are resilient, just like a person with a balanced diet. The difference is clear. Robust plants thrive, while weak ones invite trouble. Feed your soil and your garden will flourish. Healthy soil is the foundation of a pest-resistant garden. Amish gardens are a tapestry of mixed plants, not monocultures. Companion planting is key. Certain plants protect each other by masking scents or attracting beneficial insects. Strong-smelling herbs like dill, basil, and onions confuse pests and shield vulnerable crops. Marigolds deter nematodes. Nasturtiums lure aphids away from beans. This isn't just folklore. Modern research shows intercropping reduces pest populations. Mixed plantings encourage biodiversity, making it harder for pests to take over. If one plant struggles, its neighbors offer support. Diversity creates a stable, resilient garden where no single pest dominates. The result: a thriving, balanced ecosystem that keeps pests in check. Amish gardens buzz with life: bees, ladybirds, lacewings, and more. Beneficial insects are welcomed as natural pest patrols. Flowers like alyssum, yarrow, and dill provide nectar for predators of aphids and other pests. By planting these, gardeners ensure their allies stick around, keeping pests in check. Leaving mulch, stones, or wild corners creates shelter for helpful insects. Research backs this up. Insectary plants boost predator numbers and reduce pests. A garden full of flowers is a garden full of friends. By supporting beneficial insects, you build a self-regulating ecosystem. Trap crops are a clever Amish strategy, planting decoys that pests love more than your main crops. Nasturtiums attract aphids away from beans. Radishes lure flea beetles from cabbages. Once pests gather on the trap crop, you can remove the infested plants, reducing pest numbers. This method accepts pests as part of the system and uses their preferences to protect valuable crops. Sometimes, the Amish plant extra just for the bugs, embracing abundance and sharing. Trap cropping requires observation, knowing which pests are present and what they prefer. It's a peaceful negotiation, guiding pests away from your harvest. The result? Less stress, less damage, and a more harmonious garden. Sometimes the simplest solutions are best. Amish gardeners use physical barriers, like cardboard collars around seedlings to stop cutworms, or row covers to block flying insects. These methods are cheap, non-toxic, and highly effective. Row covers let in sun and water, but keep pests out, preventing infestations before they start. Mesh bags or old stockings can protect individual fruits. These techniques are recommended by organic experts for their reliability. A little effort early in the season saves work later. Prevention through simple barriers is a hallmark of the Amish approach. For the Amish, a daily walk through the garden is a ritual of observation. Each morning, they check plants for early signs of trouble: egg clusters, aphids, or beetles. Catching problems early means they can be handled by hand, scraping off eggs, squishing aphids, picking beetles. This consistent hands-on approach stops pest populations from exploding. It's targeted, free, and harms no beneficial insects. Daily observation builds deep knowledge of the garden's rhythms and inhabitants. The gardener learns to distinguish friends from foes and anticipates problems before they escalate. This practice turns pest control into a simple, mindful habit. The result? A balanced, thriving garden with minimal intervention. Wisdom comes from presence, not products. Even in the best gardens, pests sometimes get out of hand. For the Amish, sprays are a last resort, and always homemade. Garlic or hot pepper sprays repel pests by making plants unappealing. Mild soap sprays can control aphids and whiteflies, but are used sparingly to avoid harming beneficial insects. These sprays are targeted, not broadcast, and only used on heavily infested plants. The goal isn't to sterilize the garden, but to give natural predators a chance to catch up. It's a gentle, temporary intervention, never the first line of defense. The focus remains on restoring balance, not eradicating life. The Amish grandma's pest-free garden is built on a tapestry of gentle, interconnected practices. It starts with living soil, companion planting, and inviting beneficial insects. Trap crops and physical barriers add layers of protection. Daily observation and handpicking keep problems small. Only as a last resort are simple homemade sprays used. Each element supports the others, creating a resilient, self-sustaining system. This approach grows abundant food without chemical warfare. It invites us to become partners with nature, not its adversaries. By building a healthy ecosystem, the garden largely cares for itself. This is gardening that nurtures the soil, the soul, and the world around us.